score for us tonight, Steve? It's a matchup between two NBA powerhouses.
These teams are stacked with talent, Kevin, and this game could be a preview of what's to come. I would not be surprised if these teams meet in the postseason.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot, manning the middle. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. Bridges, right side. And that one drops.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Morant against Paul. Morant dishes to Adams. Now here's Jackson. He's guarded closely. And another turnover here by Memphis.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Now here's Paul. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Shoots over Morant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
On offense, CP3 has the green light from anywhere. Even the mid-range is in his comfort zone.
It's Morant with the drive.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Bain against Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Paul nails both of them.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Now Morant. A 3 ball. Here's Adams. Bridges with the steal. The drive by Paul. Fires the 3. Phoenix no good that time either. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I briefly spoke with Coach Monty Williams. There's no question this team can shoot the ball. That's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other. And then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Here's Bridges. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. It has a nice feel for giving up the rock. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Here's Morant following the basket by Chris Paul. Outside, Bain. Brooks with no one around. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You can run these plays for Brooks. He's improving in the catch-and-shoot area.
Takes a step back. Ball against Morant. Here's Booker over Bain. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Both free throws good from Booker.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Morant against Paul. Ayton in the corner. Lock at 6. Ayton a screen on Jackson.
Stephen Adams.
For Phoenix, they look good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. That's good from Johnson.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Bane passes to Adams, and stolen by Booker. Paul left side. In the corner, it's Bridges. Booker looking around. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. And Ayton stays with it.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Morant. Gets to the hoop. And then Morant slams it in.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. Booker against Bane. Tries it from 19. That one drops for him.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've got...
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Jackson, and it's in there. Jackson's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Grizzlies.
For a big man to be that fluid and that coordinated as a runner, it's a huge advantage. Jaren Jackson getting it done in transition.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers. His mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. The group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. They are sure glad they got him, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bane. 6 on the shot clock, goes back up. And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have 2 guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Inside. Adams' shot is off. Suns leading by 6. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Morant. Oh, what a play!
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Johnson, good.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Morant. Second shot opportunity. Adams. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
And here is Paul. He has 6. On the wing, Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Kicks it out to Paul. Clock at 4. Johnson, that's for 2. That one off the back iron and out.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long. And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. What body control from Morant. Able to take the hit and power through it all.
Booker outside. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Morant into the lane, and then Morant slams it in.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Morant against Paul. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Paul. Booker the pass to Paul. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And the call, and it looks like, yep, it's the coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
At the line for
And this is the time
Ja Morant.
Previous play is
At the line
in
for
closer
2.
detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Paul with the ball. He has 6. Johnson outside. Stolen by Jackson. Morant with a wide open look. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And that's now 20 points for Ja Morant.
Tough to shadow Morant. Explosive off the dribble. But at the
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. The Suns on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this.
For the double Archie.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
The burst he's had when going at the rim has been fantastic. A lot of strong finishes through 2 quarters.
His activity level has made an impact, and he is fearless.
We've got Brandon Clark. Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2 spot. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
At the line
Memphis
for
shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Outside Williams. Clark inside for the lead. Landale grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Lee passes to Landale. Off target from three-point range. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Memphis. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Here's Conchar, covered by Lee. Nifty move. Pass to Conchar. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Outside Crowder. No good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Now here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Let's go. Moves back up. Here's Clark. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now, here's Shamet, defended by Jones. And that one's good, Shamet. Shamet's got it all tied up now for the Suns.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Williams. They kick it out to Green. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Green's got the lead up to 3 now for Memphis.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes him tough to defend from distance.
Shamet the pass to Landale. Count the basket. Landale's got his first points in this one.
I love it. Beautiful job getting to the rim, making a play.
Here's Conchar. Jones in the post. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Shot clock at 3. Shamet with the steal. And now in transition is Lee. Here we go. It's tipped. Shamet kicks to Crowder. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Phoenix making some changes. 1:51 left in the third. Paul with the ball. Now defended by Adams. Back to Paul. 5 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Bridges. Ayton trying to break free. And there's Bridges on the assist by Paul. Bridges has got 6 points. Morant against Paul. And finished off by Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Morant against Paul. That one goes in. He's got 8.
Nice finish there to put him up in the game. I would be surprised to see him get some more of those touches down the stretch.
Here's Morant. Driving in. And then Morant slams it in.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Here's Paul. And he gets the bucket. And the Suns lead by 1. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Morant against Paul. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Morant, that's for 2. And another basket for Memphis.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Paul surveying the floor. Kicks it out to Johnson. Booker outside. Into the lane. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Booker looks to score and score often. And when he's driving, never afraid of the contact. And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
The 3 from Morant. No good there. It's tipped. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Suns lead by 1. And we'll have the start of the 4th quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the 4th quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the 4th. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in the center.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Timeout called, the Suns. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. Not happy with the way this game is going. He said you're getting used out there on the perimeter. Inside the arc, we're doing some good things, but outside, we're a disaster. Tighten it up. Kevin, we'll see if they can close out on their shooters a little more effectively.
Thank you, David. Outside for Jackson. Morant looking around. 6 to shoot. Brooks outside. Here he goes. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Now it's a 5-point Memphis lead. Here is Paul. Down low, Morant with the steal. To the paint, here's Brooks, releases. And that one is off. Johnson with the defensive effort. Suns trail by 5. Paul for 3. Up again. Rebounded by Jackson. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Memphis.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate from mid-range. And no qualms about taking those wide-open jumpers.
Put your hands together for Grizzlies Must Youth Dance Team. What a song!
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bain can shoot it from all over.
Memphis leading by 6. Morant outside. From deep three-point range. Gets the rebound. Adams. Brooks finds Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Love to see that kind of elevation from your point guard. John Morant's a reliable finisher.
Ball against Morant. Here's Johnson. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Bain. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Adams, and it's good. The time running down to the shot clock.
Throwing his weight around in the painted area. Steven Adams doing damage.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Here comes your Grizzlies.
Here's Paul. The Grizzlies pull it in. And so they foul intentionally. Phoenix calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection top.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And taken away by Johnson. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Here's Paul. Bridges trying to free himself up. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Chris Paul. Now Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Chris Paul.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
He's got plenty of those, that's for sure. And a deep three from Booker. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. 1:25 left here in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Brooks. Bridges with the steal. Booker with it. Now defended by Adams. Booker the pass to Ayton. Booker against Morant. Lock at 6. Johnson kicks to Paul. Back to Johnson. There's the 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Payne, he's checked in for Chris Paul.
Substitution for the Suns. Cameron Payne.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
And the Suns making a change here. Paul's checked in, and Booker kicks to Bridges. Back to Booker. The crossover and the rejection by Jackson. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
And that's an intentional foul.
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. 6 to shoot. Payne for 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so the Grizzlies take the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting mentally prepared to go to work on the road. So Phoenix will get the first possession. So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Wall in at the point.
John Wall, such a smart, disruptive defender.
Leonard passes to Wall. Well, when we look at tonight, this could come down to the backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
And here are the Suns now. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Paul passes to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Now Booker. From deep. That shot missing.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Here's Wall. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Well, you carve out position, you get a high percentage look. John Wall has got size from the lead guard. Look out.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
The kick out to Johnson. Doesn't go that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Here's Paul. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. And he lobs it up. Ayton passes to Booker. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
Devin Booker showing off the weight room work, able to use that added strength to finish through contact.
Outside Wall. Pass to George. Zubac with a screen on Booker. For 3, George. Oh, and he can't make that one. 2 for 3 now. His first miss. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Well, the instincts of Kawhi Leonard on the defensive end are so pure. Send it back, Kawhi.
Bridges against George. Shoots over Bridges. That doesn't go either for George.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Ball against Wall. George with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Leonard passes to Wall. From downtown. Leonard can't get it to go. For Phoenix, they've gone only 1 of 6 so far. Booker for 3. Second chance shot. Ayton. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard on the wing. Rebounded by Chris Paul.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Wall. It's George on the wing. Out to Leonard. Here's Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Banked it in off the glass.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Paul against Wall. And that one's good. Paul.
And for a smaller player, Chris Paul appears so comfortable on the interior. He knows he can score from this area.
Now here's Wall. George outside. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Well, the claw in complete command of the ball on the way up. Nicely done.
Outside Paul. Johnson a screen on Wall. Paul with the bucket.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. The Suns trailing. Outside Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Booker attacking. Here's Johnson. Out to Bridges. Paul passes to Johnson. Yes! And it's Paul with the assist that time. Johnson's got 5.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
Out to Leonard. From the wing, Clippers keep it alive. Up top, George. Booker defending. Tipped away. And stolen by Bridges. Booker attacking. And Booker with the jam.
Devin Booker sees a window of opportunity to get to the dribble drive game and takes advantage.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Wall. Back to Leonard. Can't hit that one. Nice D from Bridges. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's Booker. Here's Johnson. Ayton passes to Paul. The kick out to Johnson. Pass to Booker. The 3. Another 3 for Phoenix. Well, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Wall. George outside. The kick out to Wall. And again, no good by the Clippers. In transition, here come the Suns. Paul passes to Johnson. Wall against Paul. Pass to Ayton. Count it. And now it's an 8-point Suns lead.
Well, you want to see DeAndre Ayton seek out the contact on the interior. Boy, he's a big-time talent.
Leonard attacking. Morris. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Bridges passes to Ayton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Clippers have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Leonard against Johnson. The layup off target. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, Devin Booker, known as a scorer, but this guy is able to put it on time and on target.
Here's George. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
There is no doubt what's going to happen once he reaches the rim.
Outside Booker. 1:11 left in the first half. Lets it go from deep. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Leonard finds George. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
Outside Paul. There's 42 seconds left in the half. Off with the layup. Bridges against Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard. Morris passes to George. Shoots over Johnson. Ball with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Ball no good. For Phoenix, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Outside Booker. Here's Ayton.
Boy, how about the hustle from Marcus Morris?
And so it's the Phoenix Suns with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by any means. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Damian Lee out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Jay Crowder. Then there's Dario Saric. And it's Landale in at the 5, down low. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Shots good by Saric.
Boy, what determination from Dario Saric. So good at being aggressive around the rim.
Jackson, the pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Jackson. There's the triple, and the 3-pointer goes. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Up top, Batum. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Kennard. Kicks it out to Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Jackson's got 5 now.
That's a little bit about balance and concentration. Jackson absorbs the contact and makes the shot anyway.
Phoenix calls timeout.
That was your song, Dancer, Dancer.
The Suns leading.
Get louder than that once again.
Here's Shamet. To the middle. Saric shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Over the last few years, we've seen the rise of the skilled big. Doris, how's that changed the way basketball is played?
I think, BA, certainly it has made for a more wide-open game. The advent of that stretch 4, stretch 5, it creates better spacing because you've got to deal with their shooting. To me, it's a much better product for the fans.
Got a hand on it.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
And an intentional foul right there.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Suns timeout. T-shirt time, everyone.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Give a big hand to your Suns Banter Dance Team.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Powell against Booker. Out to Covington. It's stolen by Johnson. Up top, Bridges. Defended by Kennard. Ball finds Johnson. Bridges outside. Pass to Aiden. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, guys, that's the selfless attitude of Mikal Bridges. So willing to give it up to an open guy.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now here's Batum. Launches it. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
The Clippers trail. Powell passes to Jackson. Out to Covington. The three is up. Nails it from 3.
Robert Covington.
Covington's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Outside Paul. And he makes it on the layup. Paul's got 6.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
And now the Suns fast break. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now on Robert Covington.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, BA. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Powell passes to Covington. Shot clock at 5. From 12 feet. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, he's got great instincts as a scorer, Norman Powell, and at 6'3", more than capable of getting into the inside and mixing it up a bit.
And a new group getting ready for the Clippers. Zubats, he's checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Covington. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Kennard. And it's Wall in for Jackson. Ayton, a screen on Powell. Booker, the pass to Bridges. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
This is the kind of damage DeAndre Ayton can do if he gets the right positioning. Nicely done.
And so it's Phoenix finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Just pound it. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Kawhi and Morris in at the forward slots. And it's Zubats in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Ball against Paul. Tipped. And here's George. Pass to Leonard. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, BA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Phoenix timeout.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He loves what he's seeing from their perimeter offense. He told the team, quote, keep shooting. It's working for us. Let's bring this home. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now Leonard. George for three. The rebound by Bridges. And there's the lob. And Ayton with the stuff.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Ball against Paul. Out to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside wall. The three. The Suns clear it. Outside Paul. Clock at 6. Elbow shot on the way. No good. A bit long that time.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
And he lost his man with a shifty play inside.
And then just went and hammered it home. Wow. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. George's shot is good.
Now, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Phoenix calls timeout. And as we head down the stretch, these players are focused on absorbing their coach's game plan and also drinking some Gatorade so their bodies will be well hydrated for the minutes ahead. The Suns have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Outside Paul. Lets it go from 14. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got rebound number 7 tonight. George outside. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Well, as a great scorer, you still have to be willing to balance it with finding your teammates. Kawhi Leonard puts the ball where it needs to be.
Ball against Wall, and it's Paul off the drive. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Just so reliable around the rim, guys. And that bucket gives them a solid cushion here late. Up top Wall. He's guarded by Paul. George passes to Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Zubac. Yep, that one goes.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. It's stolen by Wall. And here's Morris. Zubac inside. Is covered by Ayton. To the left wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wall. Oh, the block. Just stops it cold and takes possession. Outside Paul. There's the drive. The putback. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Back to Booker. Bridges, a screen on George. Out to Bridges from the arc. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
Well, in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you've got to have good feet and pre-shot preparation. Mikal Bridges, yes, sir.
Wall, the pass to George. Tries it from the top of the key, and Ayton pulls it down. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
Outside Booker. Three-pointer. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
Outside Paul. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. I'm sure they would have...
Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
Yeah, the adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Morant passes to Brooks. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
All with it. There's the drive. Outside for George. Outside Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
A superstar who kind of keeps to himself. Leonard truly leads by example, and it's produced titles.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now Leonard, following the three-point attempt by Dylan Brooks. Leonard kicks to George. And a miss there on the triple.
The defense just giving him the easy look there.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Hits it from three-point range. Morant's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Ball against Morant. Morris dishes to George. Outside Leonard. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Morant kicks to Bain. On the wing, Jackson. Brooks outside. Here's Bain. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
I have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Ball passes to George. Leonard against Brooks. The ball kicks to George. And Bain pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 3.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Here's Morant. Back to Adams. It's stolen by Wall. Here's George. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, how about that find by Leonard to a wide-open shooter? He's only getting better at seeing those gaps.
The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yeah, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
And it's the Clippers with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot. Morris passes to Wall. Out to Morris. And the rejection by Jackson. Now here's Morant. 7 points in the game. Out to Brooks. It's Morant in the corner. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And the Grizzlies tacking on 2 more.
And he can hurt you with his jumper also. Jackson's confidence is rising after draining that one.
Leonard looking around. The kick out to Wall. Bain against George. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Your Grizzlies lead.
And your Clippers Houston team. All right, fans.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Outside Leonard. Back to Wall. On the wing, Morris. Outside for George. A putback. It's good on the putback. Morris has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Los Angeles.
And you'd like to see more of this from Marcus. Attack that offensive glass and generate some points outside of those set plays. It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And Wall kicks to Morris. It's up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Well, if you polled players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Adams down low. He's against Morris, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Los Angeles Clippers. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Here's George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 6 points.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
Here's Morant. Jackson from long range. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it.
Oh, my goodness!
Okay, that's just insane.
Woo.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Leonard draws the double. Lets it go with the 3. Wall, no luck.
2 minutes.
Memphis trailing here.
2 minutes.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Ball passes to George. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Payne finds Brooks. And the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Adams. The rebound by Paul George. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. The defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Wall. Outside for George. For 3. No good that time, and it's Memphis the other way. Pass to Brooks. The 3. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard the pass to Zubac. Wall looking for an opening. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Stolen away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bain.
Substitution on the court.
It'll count. No good on that one. And that'll do it for the first tip. Thank you, David, for that interview.
Your Clippers, 18. The Grizzlies, 17.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So on the floor for Memphis, you've got Brandon Clark, Green out there with Williams. Then it's Jones, and it's Conchar into the 2. Powell kicks to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Powell. And there's a whistle. That goes on John Conchar. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Green.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
The Clippers in the lead. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And Jackson gets it to go.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Here's Jones. Passes to Clark. Over Batum. No good from Clark. Clippers leading by 3. In the corner, Powell with it. Batum against Clark. Batum passes to Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Batum. It's Clark with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside, Green. Outside, Jones. Down low, here's Clark. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. It's Powell with the drive. Good.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the whistle called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Good on the second free throw. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
Coming onto the court is your Clippers. One more time.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now Powell. Outside for Jackson. Plays it up and banks it in. Jackson's got his second basket.
And with the defender draped all over him, Jackson has that strength to fight through the contact.
Here's Morant. Oh, wow.
Yes. And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 2 minutes.
Outside Jackson. The pass to Kennard. It's Covington on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. For the 3. Kennard's shot is off. And so Brooks will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Grant. Great D that time from Batum. Clippers leading by 6. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. And here's Covington. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. In the corner, Powell with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And then Morant slams it in.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Jackson dishes to Powell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Paul George, he's checked in for Luke Kennard. And John Wall subbed in for Jackson. Fader on the way. Paul George grabs the miss.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
The kick out to Wall. Near the three-point line, it's Morris. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime dropping ability.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and... Oh, wow!
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Here's Morant. And no good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. Right. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Okay, David, thanks. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. And Wall kicks to George. Fires the three. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. Outside Leonard. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Outside, Wall. Pass to Zubac. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back the wall. This is to Leonard. And Jaren Jackson picks up the foul.
Jaren Jackson.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Memphis on defense. They trail by 11. Leonard finds Wall. And it's off from three-point range. Leonard with the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside for George. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Zubac. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Jackson, a screen on George.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Morant against George. Morant outside. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Buries it from three-point range. George has got the lead up to 14 now for the Clippers.
Man, I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Three-pointer.
124 left in the fourth quarter. Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. All with it. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies trail by 11. To the middle. Got a piece of it.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Clippers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
He really managed to shine on both ends of the floor, finding lots of opportunities to affect the game and make an impact.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Now here's Wall. So the Clippers with the win. Some good competition. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. A lot of sporty looks on the Phoenix players here in the Valley of the Sun. This is a shot from earlier as they came down the tunnel. So Phoenix will get the first possession. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now, here's Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Johnson, that's for 2. Here's Ayton. Booker with no one around, sinks the triple.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Morant looking around. That one good for 2. Always fun to be on the call for one of these games, Brent. Conference rivals going at it. So much emotion. Teams that are very familiar with each other.
I love it, Kevin, and I'm so happy to be here with you for this one. This is going to be awesome. You don't get a lot of games like this so hype where the crowd is really into it. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we?
Jackson, a screen on Bridges. And it's Morant missing.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Now here's Paul. Johnson outside. No one near him. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
First team foul.
And here is Bain. Lets the 3 fly. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Now here's Booker. He has 6. Clock at 6. The tray. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And you can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to. It's still dangerous.
Jackson, a screen on Bridges. Morant drives in. And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Paul surveying the floor. Feeds to Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help?
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Brooks. Left side, Bain. On the wing, Jackson. Lobs it up there for Brooks. He's off on that one.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant. Phoenix able to drain the 3. On the wing, Jackson. Covered by Johnson. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Bain, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Bridges dishes to Paul. And he makes good on the layup.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He comes away with...
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Just such a gifted scorer. I mean, Devin Booker, a guy that dropped 70 once in a game. You got to be kidding me.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up. And Steven Adams has a big getting out and running in transition, making himself a big target on the fast break.
Booker inside, guarded by Bain. Booker the pass to Johnson. On deep. And the Suns get it back. Bain against Paul. Ayton wide open. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Morant outside. And finished up by Morant.
Oh, the big finish by Morant. Some of his most spectacular plays happen well above the rim.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Paul, no one around him. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Got to make a decision quick sometimes, and Chris Paul does that on the catch and shoot.
Morant kicks to Bain. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Morant. Now here's Booker. 13 points in the game. Back to Bridges. Shot clock at 5. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. One of his teammates said he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Left side, Bain. Brooks outside. Here's Morant. That shot off the mark. Now the Suns take it the other way. Booker with it. Now defended by Adams. Booker dishes to Ayton. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That's with the foul there. Ayton's powerful on the inside. At 7-2, he'll go through you.
The Suns shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
They need this. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow. we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Johnson sets the screen for Paul. Johnson, the pass to Paul. And he converts the layup. Paul's got 9 points.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. It's pretty much automatic.
And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Paul kicks to Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And the Suns lead by 19.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
Pass to Conchar. Outside Williams. Jones against Paul. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Conchar. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Suns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Now Shannon. And the pass to Landale. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
He's perfect from the line this time. The Grizzlies trail by 21. Here's Conchar. To the inside. Williams, that's good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lee with the ball. Floats it up for Sharge. And so it's Phoenix taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. We've got Brandon Clark, Green out there with Williams. Then it's Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar into the 2-guard spot.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. Brent, did you have any superstitions when you played in the NBA?
Not so much, Kevin. I really had more routine, and if I got off my routine, I might be a little bit, nervous, but nothing superstitious and nothing that I can recall.
The kick out to Crowder. Clock at 6. Shoots it. Rebound by Williams.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Jones in the post. Charges there. Green taking his time here. Dishes to Jones. Pass to Conchar. The three. And another miss by Memphis. Suns leading by 19. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. On the wing, Jones. Kicks to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Drills the three-pointer.
You're trying to space the floor. Green's the guy you want out there. The defense is forced to respect him from range.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. And it's the Suns with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Ball against Morant. Kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Paul. Shoots from the elbow. Johnson. And Johnson is right there. Johnson's got 7.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? From deep three-point range, and again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
Paul kicks to Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
And the rejection by Jackson. Floats it up there for Morant. With 3, Booker, another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, the mindset of Booker there, pretty solid. He feels like he can make just about any shot, especially the deep triple.
Here's Morant.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Morant against Paul. Bridges, no one around him. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Adams, the pass to Morant. There's the triple. A shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
The high post shot. No good off the back of the rim.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Fires for 3. Morant with another miss. And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's an 18-point lead. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Johnson with a screen on Brooks. Johnson outside. The three-pointer, no good. Brooks outside. Pass to Bain. Jacks up a 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Phoenix holding a big 18-point.
And please give a big round of applause.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. From deep, and that one's good. Morant's got 20 points.
Not to be outstaged, Morant saying right back at you.
And here's Booker. Kicks it out to Johnson. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
From deep three-point range, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball outside. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
Mid-range master Chris Paul at it again.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. From deep. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Ball against Bain. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Ayton with it. Now defended by Adams. Ayton kicks to Paul. 5 on the clock. Over Brooks.
And a clever defender. I like seeing Brooks be that pest on this end and just disrupt it.
And that one is stuffed right through.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Ball outside. Over Morant. Paul can't get that one to fall. All alone. And then Morant slams it in.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes.
Bridges outside. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go with the 3. Paul missing again. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Outside, Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Pulls it from 20. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Adams.
Steven Adams.
24 points for John Morant. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Booker against Adams. Now here's Booker. Inside. Here's Ayton. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Phoenix.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Now, Booker. Can they get it? And again, it's the Suns missing. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. From deep three-point range, no good there. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the...
two savvy veteran teams on the court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And the Clippers have possession. The Suns getting their last shot to go. George drives in. The kick out to Morris. Beyond the arc. Sinks it from distance.
Well, Paul knows the defense is locked in on him, so he takes advantage and finds the open man.
Outside Booker. From deep three-point range. They get it again. It's Booker on the wing. Pass to Ayton. Bridges with it. Launches a 3. Drops in the 3.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Here's Leonard, and the layup is good off the glass.
What dominance from Kawhi on the glass, making sure he gets those second chance points.
Outside Booker. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Wall attacking. The Suns clear it.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
You know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Now here's Leonard. Here's George. Oh, somehow misses the one-handed flush. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Good chance here for Booker. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Leonard passes to George to stop the run. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Wing shot on the way. Yes, on the jumper.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
A minute 50 left in the first. Now here's Booker. 6 to shoot. Johnson a screen on George. Booker no good.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
And the slam was so good, but the dribble move he made to get there was a thing of beauty.
Absolutely. What a slick play. Now here's Paul. 1:11 left in the first quarter. Out to Bridges. For 3, Booker. Here's Ayton. Outside Paul. From deep, Johnson gets the 3 ball to go.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Wall, the pass to Zubac. Outside Wall. The kick out to Morris. George against Booker. Knocked away.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
From deep, Johnson. Suns keep it alive. Right side Booker. Second chance effort. And he gets the bucket. Booker's got 5 now.
No question. Booker excels at finding shots. He can be a real point machine.
Pass to Zubac. Here's Wall. Up top, George. Takes the three. No good. And so it's Phoenix up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. A tremendous.
Your Clippers Houston team. Coming onto the court.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yes, you know this, GA. Back in our day, and any day really, if you don't block out somebody, you will sit down.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the center position.
And after a series of major injuries, Wall still remains one of the more athletic players in this league.
Outside Paul. Shoots over Wall. That one no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Morris passes to Wall. Back to Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Nice shot by Morris.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Outside Paul from the high post, and he hits the jumper. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
On offense, CP3 has the green light from anywhere. Even the mid-range is in his comfort zone.
Pass to Zubac. The kick out to Wall. Back to Zubac. Can't cash it in from close range. The Suns leading. Shot from the wing, and he's now 3 for 8 after that one.
Shooting while in rhythm. This is Booker's game. He's out here to score.
The kick out to Morris. Leonard outside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Talent, luck, a little bit of both. Kawhi right there with the 6th bailout.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. Last season, we saw some shocking single-game performances, Smitty. Several stars had 45-plus point nights, or even well above that.
We are, BA, and I think because a lot of the three-point shooting adds to a lot of buckets. It's a shooter's league right now. Prolific scores are rising to the top.
Pass to Johnson. Up top, Paul. From 15 feet away. That one a little long.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Leonard against Bridges.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball, the pass to George.
2 minutes.
And it's Devin Booker with a rebound. For Phoenix, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Paul. Bridges passes to Paul. Up top, Booker. George defending. Booker against George. Up top, Bridges. Over Leonard. Bridges misses. The Clippers trail. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Zubac passes to Leonard. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Leonard's got 6.
Boy, in the paint, Kawhi tearing right through the D, just pushing his way to a shot.
Outside Booker. Oh, George with a steal. 51 seconds left in the first half of this one. He nails it, and we're tied.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Ball against Wall. Pass to Aiden, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
4 on the clock. That shot wide open. He's got 10.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
George outside. Rebounded by Johnson. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. For the Clippers.
Substitution on the court.
There's 10 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. Jackson outside. Powell for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Norman Powell has become lethal from deep. Fantastic shot.
For 3, Booker. And that's not going to go.
The end of the first half with the score. Your Clippers.
Thanks very much, Allie.
The Suns, 24.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Robert Covington is out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And the Suns shooting the ball at 48% so far. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Clock at 6. For the lead. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Crowder. It's Shamet on the wing, defended by Jackson. Pass to Šarić. Over to the left wing. The 3. Kennard with the rebound. The Clippers shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Powell passes to Kennard. Here's Covington. Šarić covers. And the jam by Covington.
With a high basketball IQ and improving playmaking abilities, Luke's growing as a distributor.
Here's Shamet. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. They set the pick. The three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Batum finds Covington. Kennard outside. Batum pass to Covington. Šarić with some nice D. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Covington over to help. Pass to Šarić. And the Suns miss again. The Clippers in the lead. Here's Batum. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity.
In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Pass to Lee. Now here's Sharic, covered by Covington. Sharic's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Three-pointer.
2 minutes remaining.
The shot comes out, and Phoenix the other way now. And Smitty, with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
Kicks it out to Kennard. Crowder with a steal. It's Shamet on the wing. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Landale. They grab their own miss.
Failing to block out Jay Crowder, that's careless. He's active, wanting the ball more than you. Well deserved.
Up top, Jackson. Driving in. And the dunk by Jackson.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
Saric down low, covered by Covington. They get the rebound. Batum with the defensive effort.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Phoenix has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And here's Saric for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 29 seconds left in the third. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Here's Shamet. On the wing, Crowder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Counted from distance. Crowder's got 8.
And this has been Crowder's role for a while now. Often shoots more three-pointers than two-pointers.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Clippers on top. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. George passes to Leonard. Zubats. It's good on the putback. Neither team able to take a hold of this game.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. Numerous lead changes, very competitive.
Down low. And it's Bridges with the jam.
A great read between those two guys. The defense didn't stand a chance, B.A.
These two teammates right here, Grant, they are connected. Here's Wall. And he lays it up and in.
So physical for a 1. Wall has the size and skill to do work in the paint.
Outside Paul. Offline with a 3. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. George with it, and it's Paul picking him up. George, good. And the Clippers lead by 3.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
Wall against Paul. Over Wall. And another basket for Phoenix.
So crafty down low. Chris has every shot in the book.
George outside. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Oh, he misses the dunk. Booker against Wall. Booker's shot is good.
And this is what they depend on Booker to do. Such a versatile, confident scorer.
George against Booker. Nice shot by George. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
The direction this game is headed is going to come down to a couple key buckets by either team.
Outside Paul. Shoots over Wall. Paul can't get it to go. The Clippers have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. George has the open look. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
2 minutes.
Outside Paul. Outside for Booker. It's stolen by Leonard. 1:44 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to George. Now here's Zubac. Soft touch off the glass. And now it's a 5-point Clipper lead.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
George against Booker to the paint. Here's Ayton. The kick out to Paul. Stolen by Wall. Here we go. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Outside Wall. Pass to Morris. The 3 is up. With 1 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Booker with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Clutch points from Ayton. We've seen him do it in the finals. DeAndre is a prime-time player.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's George. The shot. The Suns clear it. Count it!
A high-volume score with just too many moves to count. Booker is so dependable under pressure.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Let's meet the starting lineup.
And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And out of bounds is Memphis gains possession. And here is Bain. There's the lob to Adams. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Morant with the steal. Count it. Good. Morant's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Grizzlies.
And with the short area quickness and vertical, Morant can get a good look from mid-range anytime he wants.
Outside for George. Back to Wall. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury. Oh, what a dunk!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young.
Oh, that's unbelievable. This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim, Wall finishing with style.
Morant kicks to Bain. Morant finds Jackson. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
It's Wall with the drive.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
How about the authority from Morant? The way he was running, you knew he was aiming to shatter the rim.
Down low, it's stolen by Adams, and it's Memphis on the break. Morant with a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Morant's got 9 points.
And that's just a great job of staying ready by Morant. He didn't need to dominate the ball to score there.
Kicks it out to Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And that's going to be a travel.
Clippers ball.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Well, we've always known Paul George can be a high flyer. That was nicely done.
They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs, and last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
George against Bain, 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. That shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And Bain, no good on that one.
At the line for your Grizzlies, Desmond Bain. One shot.
Memphis leading by 5. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's a quick shot. Morris with the rebound.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
Leonard finds Wall. Now here's Zubac. The rebound by Steven Adams.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Stolen by Zubac. John Moran has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be plenty.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies.
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
And they've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Leonard, no luck. Memphis leading by 5. Jackson dishes to Adams. At the elbow, it's Bain. Morant against Wall. And finished by Morant.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
And Wall kicks to Morris. The kick out to Wall. Outside Leonard. And the rejection by Jackson. Second chance shot. That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Leonard.
Well, the strength of Kawhi Leonard's game is in the painted area. He is so consistent as a finisher.
Bain, no good. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Outside Leonard. Outside for George. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, superstars understand the contact is part of the game. Paul George willing to play through it.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams. Deep 2 from Brooks. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got 4 rebounds in this game. All with it, guarded now by Jackson. Leonard the pass to Wall. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort pays off for him there inside.
And George kicks to Leonard. Outside for George. Second chance effort. Zubac finds Morris. From deep, George. And they get it back. Outside Leonard. Outside Wall. Back to Leonard. They shoot again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up. There's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. I think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Out to Morant. It's Brooks on the wing. Morant surveying the D. He dishes it to Adams. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Back to Leonard. Fires from deep. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Leonard's got the lead up to 3 now for the Clippers. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And a wide open look for Payne. And that one hits back iron. LA's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. George dishes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. No good on the shot. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Right side Payne. Here's Adams, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Adams has got his first 2 points.
Well, Steven Adams was a bit raw when he entered the league, but you can see right there how sound he has become as a finisher on the interior.
Ball passes to George. Passes it to Leonard. The kick out to Wall. From outside, off the mark. And a close game so far to the first. Thank you, David. We'll be back after.
The Clippers, 22. And put your hands together and get down for the Milwaukee.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Green is out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar into the 2 guard. And that's the group for Chandler Jenkins as we begin the second half.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Jones against Jackson. Powell kicks to Kennard. From the arc. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Well, you love Nicholas Batum mixing it up, getting the offensive rebound put back. Nicely done.
Outside Williams for the lead. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Jackson passes to Pop. Outside for Jackson. Here's Kennard. Back to Jackson. Dishes to Batum. Bucket is good. And now a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done. What a career arc when you consider Reggie Jackson. Here is a guy that literally was so frustrated at one point he considered retiring, and yet he puts in the effort and has a tremendous season.
It's his first trip to the line. He's off on the first. Doris looking at Reggie Jackson. He's coming off one of his best seasons ever.
Yeah, and you love that for a guy like him, not giving up, not letting the struggle impact his passion, giving the same effort he did as a rookie. I love his story, Kevin.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant against Jackson. Payne kicks to Morant. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers leading by 5. Covington into the lane. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Powell for 3. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson with it. And Batum picks him up defensively. Brooks right side. The shot from the low post is good.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Jackson passes to Covington. Outside for Jackson. Back to Covington.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Jackson. 3-pointer. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Brooks. Out to Morant. For the tie. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got the game tied up here for Memphis.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Back to Kennard. Covington, a screen on Bain. Kennard finds Covington, and there it is for him. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Luke Kennard showing off his playmaking skills. That's about vision and IQ.
Morant outside. Going inside. Out to Brooks. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And the dunk by Jackson.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
Kennard. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Morant against Jackson. Brooks kicks to Jackson. To the inside. Batum with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance. Now the pass to Kennard. There's 14 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the Grizzlies call their first timeout of the game.
Timeout.
How about some more cheers for your Grizzlies players? Give them a hand.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
The loudest fans will get free t-shirts. So make some noise.
Here's Morant.
Let's hear it for your
deep. The three won't fall.
Nice defense right there by John Wall. He's got all the physical tools, length, strength,
and we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we'll return shortly. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Man, the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them. And what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 52% for the field. They're clicking. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, this is one aspect of this game where Kawhi Leonard has come such a long way. The ability to make guys around him better with his passing.
Morant outside. Pass to Adams. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Here's Leonard. Outside, Wall. A three from Morris. And it's Morant with the rebound. Now the Grizzlies with it. Jackson down low. Morris is there. Jackson misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
George passes to Zubats. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Bullseye.
Kawhi Leonard consistently efficient with his scoring ability. Nice jumper.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Out to Morant to take the lead. And it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Wall passes to George. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
To the middle. Here's Zubats. That ball, nice speed that time from George. Zubats has got his first points of the game.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Left side, Bain. Outside for Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And that's a player with no fear. Jackson steps to the forefront, goes out and gets them a massive bucket.
Morris outside. Takes it out to Leonard from outside the arc. Trains the three-pointer. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has been in so many big-time situations. How confident is he right there?
The 3 from Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Wall attacking. Outside for George. Zubats a screen on Bain. From deep, George. A shot off that time. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. In the corner, it's Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. A 3 from Morant. Hams the 3.
And going back to college, Morant's made a habit of rising to the occasion.
Morant against Wall. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Morant outside. Outside, Bain fires the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Morris dishes to George. Back to Morris. Outside, George. And they get it. Los Angeles with another miss. On the wing, Brooks. Stolen by George. Oh, Leonard in position. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. So it's Memphis picking up the...